Welcome back to the Filmhounds podcast. Yes, it has been a while, but we are still here and we have an agenda. I'm here with Paul and I'm here with David. and yeah, as I said, we're still here, guys. So, David, you
Yeah.
are the reason why we haven't been here for a while. So, are you going to tell us what's been going on?
Well, actually, I was going to say, first of all, I know you two have met up without me, which is a bit of a, a problem potentially. But no, I have been in a bubble, a Disney World bubble. I've been to Orlando, Florida, and with my family, my actual family I live with, and my mum and dad and sister, and for 2 whole weeks. And I pretty much just did Disney for 2 whole weeks. And you know what? As quite a negative person, I would say I am a Disney convert and I thought it was amazing and I had a great time.
Your Disney convert. You've
Well,
been
like world, like
really.
rides. It's the first time
Oh,
You
I've
paid
been.
off. You're a paid off shill. Just admit it. You're a paid
I
off
wish.
shill.
I wish they
Welcome to the
paid for it.
club.
I
Welcome
mean,
to the club, bro. Welcome to the club.
did you
well,
buy merch? That's what I want to know because I hear about them as someone who's never been to any Disney World, Disneyland, Disney anything. Just only the Disney store that's pretty shit right now, in
yeah,
Oxford Street. So I want to know, what was the merch like? What was the rides like? Did you see the How to Train Your Dragon Land or
that's
whatever
not in
it's called?
Disney. That's in
Isn't it?
Universal, I think.
But isn't that next door?
Well, this is like I said, I paid a shitload of money, and my mum wanted to go to different places outside. I was like, we are not doing anything but Disney. You can take my kids wherever you want and do whatever you want, which they did. But me and my wife, on the days that they took them somewhere else, we went into the parks, we went to Disney, and so we did as much as we could. And it was got there quite early. But yeah, the merchandise was really good. I did lose my mind there. So this is quite sad actually. So I was quite excited about Fantastic Four. I'll start
Yes.
with my sadness. So the thing at Disney World, which I didn't get into, what they have pins, like I don't know, like pins, pictures of
Like pin badges.
pin badges. Yeah, you
Oh,
know it.
nice.
Okay,
Yeah,
you've probably got loads on your
I've
bag.
got.
You're a
I
punk.
do.
Yeah, yeah,
I
obviously.
do have a lot.
If I saw you walking along towards me, I didn't know you. I knew if you turned around, you would have pins on your badge.
Pins on my badge. You mean badges
Back.
on my
Uh,
back? Yeah.
well, anyway, the sad thing is the merch is really good. It's nice, good quality, but obviously everything in Disney is just expensive. But this is a low, I would say is a low for me. Getting overexcited. There was a Fantastic Four one, a limited edition one. So obviously I'm like, oh, and it was $20 for a little pin badge.
Okay.
And my mum had given me some money because I'm a 38-year-old going to Disney World with my mum, had given me some money. So I thought, there's no shame in this, is there? I can show you it. It's behind the computer if you want to see. But
It's
no,
not on display. Gosh.
I'm gonna have to frame it. It's like $20.
To be fair, I know we do this without video, but he is wearing an amazing Spider-Man T-shirt. This guy is a paid-up member of the Disney Illuminati cult.
I usually, this is a bit
He
of,
greeted us by saying, "Hey, it's a small world after all."
I
Oh God.
went on that as well. My 2-year-old loved it. She bloody
I'm sure she
went
did.
mental.
Bloody like an acid trip without any come down for kids. 2 weeks in heaven. Like actually, two might be too young. She doesn't. She didn't know the Disney movies. Two year
Oh,
old ain't gonna know. You don't know who Jasmine is. You went there, man. You went there.
she, I would
You went
say
there.
luckily, about 6 weeks before we went, she just got well into Disney princesses, like by complete
That's good.
fluke. So she's well into Elsa, Anna, Jasmine, Tiana. I don't know who else. Rapunzel, who I met a lot of these people. Don't want to name drop.
Oh. As
Uh,
my next question was, how creepy on a level of 1 to 10? How creepy were the people going around dressed as these characters?
that Well, I saw it through the eyes because I was with my daughters. So as a parent with kids, I think it was perfect for them. Like they was at the right level. They were being the people. They were having conversations. But then I did at one point. I drew the line because me, my sister, and my dad went back. There's a Guardians of the Galaxy ride, which is amazing as well.
Oh,
We we went
jealous.
into it, but this is how sad it got. Our very last day, we got there as the park opened. We was like third in the queue. Very sad. But this is where I drew the line. I was
I was
like,
gonna say it's not sad to be early. Like, okay, to a lesser extent, when I went to Alton Towers twice and for 2 years in a row, that was our family holiday. Tough years, guys. We were front
Best
of the
years.
queue. We were front of the queue to get into the park at Alton Towers because we were getting on those rides first.
yeah,
Yeah,
did
no,
you run in?
that's just. Is that not just smart? Like, is that not what you
Yeah,
do?
yeah, you get there
Is this?
early.
Yeah, and you're like the last to leave. Like,
It's too hot at Disney though. You're like literally there for a few hours.
I grew up poor. You're getting your money's worth. If I paid
Yeah,
for tickets to go
Yeah.
to see Disney, I'm getting. And also, I'm meeting every. The thing I don't get about Disneyland because I took my son to Paris after the lockdowns ended. Funnily enough, he then got COVID in Paris and then gave it to my wife. I didn't get it because I
God
have a
bless her
suspicion.
soul. God bless her soul. Hope she still likes Disney in heaven.
And and
COVID kills.
but the weird thing I always find because I don't know, I'm assuming they must do it there as well, but like they do like a parade thing and there's like floats and they're all dancing and singing. But what I do find a bit weird is that you'll have like some woman in like and no, but she'll be just a person. She'll have like the long Rapunzel hair, fine, and then you'll have one guy and he'll be Peter Pan and he looks normal. But then there'll be like some geezer with a massive Jafar head, and it's like, why? Surely you can find a man with a beard. Surely it's not that hard to find a man with a beard. And Jafar is just this like somebody with a massive foam head. But like
Baddies.
Captain Hook is, yeah, but I don't get it. Like no, because and this is the weird one. When I went there a couple of years previous on Halloween, where it was all done up Halloween style. Me and my wife before we had kids, a kid, and our lives were ruined as they do. Yeah, see. But we went on Halloween and they had all the villains because it was like villain time. And so there was some woman and she was the evil stepmother and she was just a woman. And then there was a woman and she was Maleficent. But again, then there was some guy with a massive Frollo head. And it's like, Frollo's just a white man. Like, I could play Frollo.
Who's Frollo?
Difficult to cast.
The bad guy from Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Oh, is that his name? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Frollo. Yeah.
Sorry.
Frollo.
Yeah. So that is the one thing
like
about
great
Disneyland
song.
I find a bit weird, where it's like it'll be like, yeah, someone running around as Flynn Rider, fine, but then somebody, the poor geezer that got the short straw and has to wear the massive Captain Hook head.
What's ridiculous?
Do they speak French to you?
I'll be honest with you. When we went, the only character my son was interested in conversing with was Goofy.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, for all I know, she could be like, "I am Rapunzel. Let me go my head down." I don't know. Je suis. I don't know. I have no idea. I'm assuming they're all French.
I meant like
I don't think they're importing. I don't think they're importing out of work actors to Disneyland Paris. I'm sure Paris has plenty of out of work actors who will wear a Captain Hook foam head for 7 hours during the baking heat, sweating acid.
That's the real Goofy. All right. I won't be having it.
I was going to say, the origin for this question is that I hated stuff like that when I was a kid. I would actively cling to my parents because I didn't want to interact with these kind of like dress up characters. Obviously, as I said, I never went to any Disney World or Disneyland, but like there was like the cheaper versions of this at different theme parks in the UK. Yes, Thorpe Park.
Yeah, I think I just have a t-shirt. They were quite good, the Thorpe Park characters, I thought.
Yeah, to look at. I didn't want them coming up and having a joke with me. I was just like, I really hated it. Yeah.
For years, my son was terrified of people in. When we went to the press showing, Clang, of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, they had 4 people dressed as the Ninja Turtles, and he was terrified. And I was like, "Oh my god, Donatello, yes!" And he was literally like, "Daddy, please don't make me go near them." And I'm like, "No, they're cool guys, okay? He leads, he does machines, he's cool but crude. He's a party dude. We're getting a picture with the turtles."
Okay. Poor guy.
Yeah.
But talking of traumatizing kids, as we do, there's a couple of rides that my eldest daughter, like, I think it's traumatized her. I didn't actually go on one of them, but the Haunted Mansion, this is one of the only big rides I didn't go on. I took my younger one to a show, but apparently my daughter was crying the whole way through Haunted Mansion. And there was a dinosaur ride. It's basically Jurassic Park. And I thought it was just going to be driving around looking at dinosaurs, but then all of a sudden it's rocking all over the place. I thought it was going to drop like a roller coaster, and then so she was not happy with that either. She loves roller coasters randomly, but things in dark she just did not like. So like
Really
films with me, read the synopsis, figure out what it's going to be like. But yeah, no, it was that I was going to say. I drew the line with, like I said, princesses is that, or real characters, is outside the Guardians of the Galaxy. That morning we went really early. There was Star-Lord walking around. So it's basically a man in a costume, like the Guardians of the Galaxy costume. Yeah.
With the mask on? Did he have a mask on as well?
No mask. But I thought...
Are you sure that wasn't just Chris Pratt because he needs money?
He does so. Yeah.
You could have bought a good mask in the shop though for about $40.
Of Chris Pratt's face?
No, of his mask, Star-Lord's mask.
Did you, purely for my own sense of satisfaction, did you do Galaxy's Edge? Did you Star Wars it, or because you was with 2 little girls?
No,
Star Wars.
That was the day me and my wife just went on our own. We ran in it. It's pretty.
Let's have a romantic day at Galaxy's Edge.
Pretty impressive.
I love you. I know.
We got there first.
Perfect. Yeah.
We still had to wait. We got in like straight away. We still had to wait about 40 minutes, but no, it was really impressive. You're just like you're in Star Wars. The animatronics just in the whole place. I don't know what the percentage is, but like the parks are where they make pretty much all of their money. The films are just to advertise the parks, aren't they? Basically. So when they flop with Snow White, they don't care because there's a Snow White ride with a mine cart.
PTSD.
Yeah.
Mind cart. And plus they've made those dolls that look disgusting.
Well, funny you should say that, because I remember George Lucas saying that really the Star Wars movies existed to give so that kids knew who the characters were, so that when they played with the toys, they had a rough framework. Never stopped me. And like I was doing mashups before mashups were a thing. I didn't have a Millennium Falcon, but I had a Yoda. But I did have the the Enterprise. So Star Wars, Star Trek crossovers with Alien and a little bit of Batman, and also Pokemon thrown in for good measure.
Yeah, you play with what you got. Yeah,
yeah.
I had Duplo and Sylvanians. So there we go.
Yeah, you strike me as a Sylvanians person.
I'm a Sylvanian person.
I can't. I'm trying to get my 6-year-old into Star Wars. He's it's that thing. If your dad really loves it, then you're like, no, it's a lame dad thing. So he's like, don't want to watch Star Wars. It's creepy. I'm like, it's not creepy. It's art. Okay, you're gonna sit down and watch 5 of the greatest films ever made, and then a couple of other ones, and some TV shows, and a couple of cartoons, and if there's time, maybe the holiday special.
My daughter watched the originals, and she quite liked them. They're similar ages.
Oh.
I think but she had no interest in seeing any of the Star Wars stuff in Disney. But yeah, I won't go on too much.
Disney Princess, but she didn't want to see Princess Leia. Like, what's that about? The greatest of all the Disney princesses.
Hey, maybe I'll start my own Disney World podcast now. So I won't go into too much detail. I'm not going to do that. I'm not that.
Giovanna Fletcher.
Is she McFly's
She's
wife?
married to all of McFly. Yes.
Yeah.
They're in a polyamorous marriage with all of McFly. Yeah. The dream of every teenage girl, to be married to every member of McFly.
I don't think that's any teenage girl's dream right now.
It's a lot of 30-something girls' dreams.
I don't hang around with any teenage girls. I have to say that legally. So I don't know. Legally. I am
The
saying
court
that.
has ordered that he say that. Yeah.
Haven't
know,
you
I'm
been a
glad you had a
teenage
nice time,
girl?
though.
I'm telling you now, no.
Okay.
I'm glad. I'm glad you had a good time, though. I mean, you know, did the podcast suffer because we've not had any new episodes? Maybe. So, you know, was it worth it? Maybe, maybe not. We don't know.
I think some people
Sometimes you've got to decide what's
relief.
more important, a family holiday or the podcast. And I'd have picked podcasts.
We'll test that through when you're away.
I am away for a week, and if you do a podcast without me, I wouldn't blame you.
We're going to cram in about 7. Just give us 7 weeks worth content.
I wouldn't blame you. I wouldn't blame you at all.
But yeah, so that was Disney. There's so much. So it was really, really good. I recommend it. I probably won't go again for a long, long time because I'll have to save up to do it.
Because you start your conscription into the
I would
Navy,
go back, yeah.
don't you?
I'd definitely go back.
After you finish being in the Navy, like you promised.
That ship has sailed.
Oh, and on that note...
You guys have been like, oh, you're at Disney. You two have been swanning around together with other people from Filmhounds, and I was like, oh, I sound like a party. It was a
regular Filmhounds palooza at the old weapons screening. There was editor-in-chief Gavin. There was deputy editor Katie. There was other deputy editor Becky. There was features editor Paul. There was I can't remember what he's the editor of. Luke. There
interviews.
Wow.
Interviews editor Luke. There's a lot of editors. There was a lot of contributors there. Yeah, it was Filmhounds presents Weapons.
So
plus a load of influencers drinking cocktails and fighting at the bar.
Oh yeah. Oh, actually, one of those cocktails was quite nice though. I'm not a cocktails guy, but the red one was nice.
Do you know what?
Nice.
I don't like cherry, and that cherry and raspberry or cherry and cranberry cocktail was really good.
Yeah, no, I like I say, I'm not a cocktails guy, but that cocktail was nice.
Apart from the
thank
cocktail,
you, weapon screening.
Yeah,
I cared about.
Cocktail. We watched the movie.
Film was shit, but the cocktail was.
Oh yeah. Oh guys. Well, before let's stop talking about we're going to screenings all the time and how great we are and oh, but we're just getting pissed up before a film, getting free cocktails. Yeah.
To be fair, that's why I love the time for one. So
okay.
Although I only had one to be polite.
I had one because they made me climb stairs and I have a hip problem, so I needed a cocktail after that because I hadn't planned to have a drink.
It's because she was too wasted to climb the stairs. She was absolutely blotto.
So weapons.
Do we need to do a little introduction about what Weapons is about? It's about 2 hours.
I was about to say, I just ignored that. I've carried on speaking.
Well, do you know what, David? You can. Do whatever you do. You, bro.
It went straight to Katie's soul, though. I saw it leave. So Weapons is one of these cool new horror films, trendy horror films, and trendy. I don't want spoilers in case I do want to see it, but I also need to know if it will like ruin me if I go to see it.
Yes. It will ruin you.
Okay,
it will ruin you. Okay, because I remember how you reacted to. Right, I saw him in Bones and All.
No, but remember, I didn't know what was coming up. So if I know that it's a horror film, I'll be fine. But
I think that's misleading now.
All right. Do you want to continue?
Would you like a synopsis? Should we do a little synopsis?
Give me a synopsis.
So, all right. So I'll do it. So Weapons is the new movie by Zach Cregger, who did Barbarian. I don't know if anyone saw Barbarian. With Georgina Campbell, Bill Skarsgård, Justin Long. Okay.
So we didn't.
All right. So
I know what the film is. I avoided Barbarian because I was terrified.
Me too.
Fair enough. So Barbarian again was one of those.
Sorry.
It's one of those. Barbarian was one of those films where the less you knew, the better, because it was kind of one of those films that kind of wrong-footed you at every turn, right? And Weapons is kind of, I would say, similar in the setup is in the trailer. I don't know if you've seen the trailer or you've seen the posters, but basically there's a classroom in a small town. Julia Garner's the teacher, and one day she goes in to teach her class, and there's only one kid there. And every other kid the night before at 2:17 got up out of their bed, walked to the front door, and ran off into the night. And that's the setup. Where the fuck did these kids go?
Okay. Actually, I did see the trailer.
Yeah,
that's
the trailer is perfect because it gives you that really scary fairy tale setup. All these kids magically got up out of bed and ran off, and nobody knows where they are. And it's all about how the families, the teachers, the town starts to kind of wonder where these kids went.
What's good about this particular trailer for Weapons? Because usually, like, I don't know if anyone's, sorry to go off a slight tangent, but I'm coming back to my point. If anyone's seen the trailer or saw the first trailer for The Long Walk, don't see the second trailer. It literally gives away everything that happens in the film. I have not read the book for The Long Walk. I don't need to anymore. I've seen the second trailer for the film. What Weapons does, though, I was going to say, what Weapons does is it gives you nothing. It gives you the first 2 minutes of the film and nothing else. Yes, there's some scary images that pop up and you're like, what the hell is this? And you may see like a couple of actors that you recognize running around, but you don't actually know what's going on. So if that's all you've seen, you're fine walking into this blind. And if you've got no there's no, like, if you have no idea, you haven't theorized with anyone or you haven't talked to anyone about it, you are gonna be surprised.
Yeah, I mean,
by what happens, because I was terrified going in.
It impressed me because, yeah, like 10 minutes into the film, I was like, every single shot that's in the trailer I've already seen. And I know this is a 2-hour film, which means there's an hour and 50 minutes I've not seen. And that kind of got me because I was like, because again, I'm used to seeing trailers, like you say, like The Long Walk, like so many. A bit, I would say that the Weapons trailer is the second best trailer of the year after the 28 years later one, which again was just like, what? You've told me nothing about this film, and yet I want to see it. Whereas Weapons gives you that setup, and it's a great setup. And then, but it is one of those ones where it's kind of hard to talk about because you want to go, and then there's this bit, and then this happens, but you don't because it would ruin. You can't.
But
what I will say is,
oh, sorry, Karen.
I know. What I was going to say. What I will say is, in the screening I was in, and I'll do this as an official apology to anyone in that screening. I was screaming like a little girl. I was laughing like a drain. It is very funny and it is very scary. I jump quite easy. I will admit, especially in a cinema, I jump quite easily. But there was a scene. I'm not going to give it away, but there was a scene where I was so into an actor's performance. They were giving such a beautiful performance, and I was like leaning in to listen to what they were saying. Like, yeah, tell me more. And then something happened. I haven't screamed that loudly since The Nun 2, right? And The Nun 2 was shit, but The Nun 2 had that great. I don't know if anyone saw The Nun 2. There's a great bit where there's a magazine kiosk, and all the pages of the magazines are flipping. And she's walking a bit closer, and they flip, and she walks a bit closer, and they flip, and then they make the magazine all flip, and they make the image of the nun, and she gets a little bit closer, and that got me. And this scene got me so good. In fact, I jumped so badly, I made the two people either side of me jump from jumping. That's how badly I went. It made Josh Barton and Ren Vieira both crap their pants because I screamed so loudly. And then somebody goes, "What the fuck?" And I went, "Yeah, what the fuck?"
Yeah, I heard the "what the fuck." I sometimes jump and I will move. I usually react in a much bigger way when I'm on my own or with like just a few people watching a film. Like my friends always go like, watching a horror film with you is 100 times worse because you react to everything. But in public, I try and just keep it within. So I'm one of those people who just like loses all the blood from their face and just sort of sinks into the chair. But I had Gavin sitting next to me, he was jumping, and this woman who was sitting next to me was like so I was just sinking into my chair. But the thing is, you've got a lot of music cues, so like you kind of can feel something's going to happen, and I immediately just sunk into my chair and was like, oh god, what's gonna happen, quietly to myself. And then everyone starts, but it was very funny, everyone's reacting to it in the same way. But the reason why I was like stifling my laughter while Paul was talking about that is because obviously I remember the exact bit he's talking about, and it is a very emotional scene, and it seems kind of nice. But I was like, no, something bad's going to happen to this. Yeah.
So I'm gonna be on edge if I do watch it. I am just gonna be the like tense. I don't know if I'm gonna go to cinema to watch it now. I think I might watch it at home so I can just be like.
I'd say see it with a crowd, because in some ways it's more comforting.
It is fun.
Seeing it at home is probably going to be scarier because you've got nothing to react to. When you've got loads of other random strangers near you, you're sort of like all in it together.
I'll hold a knife at home. I can't take a knife into the cinema.
Yeah,
it was enjoyable seeing it with a crowd. Like, it was enjoyable seeing it with a crowd, because when things take a weirder turn, a lot of people were like, you could feel an audience going, what?
Yeah. And there's several bits in it where like you see something coming, and then everyone's like, oh no, but everyone's doing it at the same time. Like, oh no. Like everyone, it's the reactions from everyone. It's like it's camaraderie. It's weird camaraderie where you're all watching this together and you're all like getting scared shitless together. Sorry, David.
Can I just check? So I know we talk about spoilers and no spoilers. I feel like just from what you've told me, I've not seen it, so like I feel like you're selling it to me. I feel like we don't even need to go any more than the trailer did for the story, because it would spoil the film. But
absolutely. You've it is that thing. That setup is all you need. Kids got up, walked out. Where'd they go? And you do spend the film going, no, but seriously, guys, the fuck these kids go, man. And also because
it's frustrating to a point, because the way the story plays out, you're just, so what the fuck happened? What the fuck happened? Tell us what the fuck happened. Yeah.
It's also quite good because it starts with the I don't think the kid is creepy, but there's a creepy kid narration. And I think it's creepy because the voice is very soft, like this, like right here. Everyone in my town couldn't explain what happened to the kids. And you're like, oh,
creepy.
Classroom full of kids. There's no kids. There's only one kid. Oh, Julia Garner. Oh, what's going on? Oh no, the parents are angry. What's going to happen?
It almost felt like, I was gonna say, this is just for me, but I was like, it almost felt like true crime in a way until they see how they play it out. But it did feel like there's a true crime element set up, hence why I was very interested, but also terrified to go and watch, because I like true crime.
There's a very strong Stephen Kingness to it as well, I felt.
Yes, there is. But
that whole thing.
It's not Stephen King,
that whole thing of like.
It's not Stephen King.
It's not Stephen King.
To say,
it's got a vibe of that, like a small town, and then actually it's a lovely small town, aren't we? A lovely community. But actually, the more you peel back the layers, you're like, actually, you guys are fucked up.
Yeah,
and all the threads, but yeah.
And so one last thing on this, because I know Paul said about what was it? 28 years later, having one of the best trailers so far of this year. One thing that Weapons is an original story, and this is another reason why I think you should go to the cinema to see it, because there are so many sequels, there's so many things that have to have like sequels and franchises and all this stuff, and even within the horror genre, Weapons is different. And it's, I don't want to say fresh, because I don't know if it's fresh, but it is new and it's different.
Is it fresh and cool? Is it fresh and clean?
It's funky fresh.
Cool.
Is it funky, fresh and cool?
Definitely not fresh.
Okay.
And also, it's a film with a beginning, a middle, and an end. It has an end. It has an end that is an end. Yeah. There's no Weapons 2 or whatever. It's got no Weapons the beginning. It's got this is where the story starts and this is where the story ends, and in the middle, and that is like, yes, Zach Cregger, well done.
there's a safety barrier of this. There's nothing. There shouldn't
Alright.
be, and there couldn't be a
This is
sequel.
approaching spoilers though.
Yeah, no, but it was good.
Would you?
Spoiler,
So
there's an
you're
end.
there's an end. Well, you never know.
I'm still watching it. It's still going on.
So I should see it at the cinema, is what you're saying?
I think
Be
so. I
advised,
think it's
yes.
worth the trip for to see it with an audience. I think.
Okay, I'll think about it, but then I'll go and see Smurfs with my daughter,
Oh,
which I might have to do. And
oh no.
Take her to see Weapons. Sneak her in. You're good.
No, she'll be traumatized.
Also it's 18 rated.
Alright.
Knowing you, David, I think there's one thing that will get you personally. But, yeah.
All right, I'll think about it. I'll think about it, then I won't go. Katie,
Yes.
you said you had a film. No, tell me.
I'll tell you. So, I'm always really behind with I'm always really behind with a lot of films. So, apart from Weapons, this is a rare occurrence where I actually see something either in the week of release or around the time of release. But so the big thing that I was going to chat about, and I don't know if this is going to incur people's wrath, probably will. Unpopular opinion. I finally saw Sinners, and I paid to rent it, and I'm annoyed about that.
You didn't like it?
So I thought it was okay.
Well, this has been the Filmhounds podcast.
No.
But yeah, so the reason I wanted to talk about it is because obviously everybody I know basically who has seen it, apart from one person, has said like best film of the year. It's the greatest thing since sliced cheese, and I've seen it now, and I've finally seen it because I was very excited about it when I first. This comes back to trailer talk. The first trailer I saw, I was like, oh my God, I'm so excited for this. I love the cast, I love the vibe. This looks like it's gonna be really fun. The music sounds good. Then the second trailer came out and it was vampires. So I was just like, right, just gonna dust off that, not bother to see that film because we know it's vampires.
No.
And obviously everyone's seen it, everyone loves it. Some people because it's vampires, because of the music, because of everything else. But I finally was like, I rented it because I was like, look, I can't keep waiting and waiting. Let's just rent it for, I think it was like £4.50 I paid to rent it. Yeah, I am annoyed about that. I wish I'd just waited till it was free.
I would say, just top of my, without even knowing why you didn't like it, I would probably say this film was one for the cinema because of the sound and the scale of it. Like it was more epic with the music, and a lot of it's based around the music. So that's probably one part of it what you didn't get the scale of it.
Well, as I said, one of the scenes that I really so I was gonna say the first, I don't know, half an hour of the film, first half an hour of the film, I really liked. I was enjoying the story. I was like, Delroy Lindo, he's playing a harmonica. What more could you really want? And I really loved that scene where the guitarist, I actually looked him up because I was like, I swear I've seen this guy in a film. No, it's introducing that actor. And I was like, this guy is amazing. He's so good. And everyone's reaction to him when he starts singing, I was like, I love it. I love this. And I love that bit where all the ghosts and spirits from past and present come and they're all partying in the barn and having a good time. Or what do they call it? A duke. Yeah, everyone was having fun at this duke. And I was like, this is great. I'm enjoying most of these characters. And then the rest of the film happened.
Wow. I really enjoyed it. I don't think it's gonna end up being like my film of the year. It was overhyped. It's one that, like me, as usual, you went in with high expectations maybe, and then it didn't live up to the hype. Just get off social media. Don't talk to us about films. Just go in blind, and then you'll be like, this is actually pretty good.
It's very hard to do that when literally everybody I know had seen it. Like I had a friend who went to see it twice, and she, like, I say that as like a thing because she doesn't go to see things more than once usually, but she really like absolutely loved it. She like fell into the whole world. She went online and like looked up theories and stories about it, and like went deep diving on it. And I said, like, when I was like, when I see you in person, we'll talk about this, because she really loves it. I think it's going to be one of her favorite films of the year. But the hype did kill it for me. And I was really worried. I was like, everyone keeps saying how amazing this film is. And now I'm just walking in here. Yeah. Paul, I see you want to say something.
I have a question
Okay.
about the home release. So, did it do the aspect ratio change? So maybe
I didn't even notice it at the cinema myself, Paul. I watched it at bog standard cinema, and I didn't take it in.
Maybe it was because I saw it at the IMAX, but when I saw it, you know the bit when I don't want to do a spoiler. You know when that character says "come in" to the vampires, and they all get ready to fight the vampires, and it went from like standard to like IMAX, but it like she was like "come in, you fuckers," and then it goes like that, and that was really cool.
I think it probably would be more noticeable on IMAX because I didn't really notice it on the.
I don't know if it changed, you know.
Oh, that's a shame because that was such a cool bit.
I was really annoyed at that bit, so I might have just been more annoyed and not noticed if it did change.
How did you feel about singing Jack O'Connell?
I didn't have a problem with that. I did wonder what was going on, but I have since seen some interviews pop up and stuff saying that he actually he used to do Irish dancing when he was a kid, and like the singing, he knew the song really well. He already had it in his blood. So I was like, okay. At the time of watching it, I was like, what is Jack O'Connell doing? But now,
pick poor Robin clean. I pick poor Robin clean.
Yeah, that song was a bit irritating. But the whole like the dancing bit where he's in the middle and doing the Irish dancing was pretty cool.
Rocky Road to Dublin.
Pretty cool. Yeah. But having now, since like I have digested more information about the film for myself now, having seen it, I'm like, oh, okay. There's some parts where I'm like, I can understand it and I will forgive it. But I just really enjoyed the first half an hour, and I was like, why couldn't I have had that film?
So what you wanted was a prohibition film?
Yes, yes, I did.
About two twins opening up a nice black centric blues joint.
I said I feel like it was overhyped. So I think over time it will become a bit of a little classic.
Yeah,
it's a bit like I'm comparing it. I'm just for the first time in my head. It's a bit like The Lost Boys in some ways. It could be like a bit that level, culty vampire film.
Oh, well, I think it borrows heavily from Dusk Till Dawn.
Yeah.
So
you bowl up to a club and suddenly it's vamps and you gotta go nuts. Only there's less foot stuff in this one. Lot of going down on ladies in the film. A lot of go like
very pro. Yeah.
Tarantino likes his feet, and I think we can all gather what Ryan Coogler likes. And you know what? Good for you, son. Good for you.
I don't think I've watched that since I don't know when it was out. When I was probably like 16 when it came out on DVD.
Oh, right.
Maybe we need to watch that one back. Have a little vampire, and maybe for Halloween, watch some vampire films.
From Dusk Till Dawn and Sinners. I was gonna say, like, there were some cheap sequels from Dusk Till Dawn. I really hope Sinners does not spawn sequels. That's what I think will cheapen it.
Did you watch past the titles?
Yes.
So you saw the.
Yes.
I wouldn't like a sequel, but I wouldn't mind a spin-off about the Native American vampire hunters.
Yes. Okay. This is why
I would watch a whole movie of Native Americans hunting vamps. This is
one of the reasons why I wasn't really enjoying the film, because I felt that there was a lot just dropped and not explained, and we were just meant to take everything for granted. But yes, the Native Americans hunting the vampire. Where did they go? Where are they going? What are they doing? Tell us more. So I do agree with that, because I found that really interesting, and that part of the film was just gone within seconds.
Yeah,
but it was I mean, the film was still quite long, wasn't it? So it's probably there was just no time to go any
Yeah, you
deeper on
cut
some
a
of
bit
them.
out of it, though.
Couple more Native American scenes or more pussy eating scenes. I've got to make a choice.
No,
I'm going
Like that.
pussy eating.
I think so. That makes more sense to me. Uh, so Katie, prepare for a backlash, is what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
everyone's gonna hate on me. But guys, just remember, it's just one film. Should I talk about the other film very quickly that I saw recently
Go on then.
that I also hated?
Yeah, which one?
But I think this one was liked less. So I also finally saw Gladiator 2.
Okay,
It's
that
a bit shit.
Yeah, it's more than a bit shit. It
I
is absolutely appalling.
I think it's probably. Did you watch the original before you saw this one, like recently?
I mean, I love the original. Like, the story's great. I mean, Russell Crowe is a Spaniard, 100% believe.
I don't
But
think it's much worse than the original, in all honesty.
oh my
Oh,
God, what are you talking about?
It's
Okay,
it's
right.
on par.
It's not on par. I'm not talking about CGI and that kind of shit.
No, it's
I'm
just the
talking
film.
about actual story and
Yeah.
characters. Like, it
I am
just
inclined
jumps
to
off the
agree
deep
with
end.
Katie.
Yeah.
I also Paul Mescal is a very, very good actor. He's a very, very good actor, but he is not an action guy.
No, I was going to say he's not good in this.
Denzel Washington
Connie
is
Nielsen, though.
really annoying as well.
Right.
Yes,
Can I
Denzel
just say
Washington.
something quickly?
Denzel
Right.
Washington. But yes.
Yeah, right. Do you remember when there was all this hype about Denzel Washington should be nominated for Best Supporting Actor, and then he didn't get nominated at the Oscars, and everyone threw up their hands going, I can't believe he didn't nominate Denzel Washington. Was he the Best Supporting Actor, or was he just really funny in a shit film?
Yeah.
Because he was
Yes.
not good. I love Denzel Washington. He is one of the greatest actors, evs, in movies and theatre, right? He is great. He is fantastic. He is shit in Gladiator
Yeah.
2. Everyone is shit, but he is particularly shit.
He stands out top of the tree.
Because he should be doing better. That's what was so weird about it.
It felt like he was like, this is an easy role. I'm gonna phone it in, make a couple of queer jokes, and then just leave. It
didn't
just
like that.
Okay, so I don't think he was the worst thing in this, but he absolutely did not deserve a nomination, so rightly so. But I was gonna say there's a couple of people who I was like, okay, they are making an effort and I'm enjoying their portrayal. Joseph Quinn as one of the twins, I thought that was pretty enjoyable. I thought he was better than the other brother.
The other brother, is it me, or is the other brother the spitting image and voice of Joaquin Phoenix?
Was he supposed to be?
That's just you.
No, I
The simple one
for a while because
the simple one.
Yeah, the one that's obsessed with the monkey.
Yeah.
When I saw him in Halloween Ends, where he's in that, and I thought, this guy sounds and looks exactly like Joaquin Phoenix. And then when they put him in this, I was like, oh, you've cast him because he's Joaquin Phoenix. He's going to be his son.
Yeah.
And he wasn't.
It's
and I was
probably...
like, so why have you cast someone who looks exactly like him and sounds like him and acts like him?
I did not think any of that. No.
It's a bit like a comic. And the more we talk about it, I watched that time. I thought it was absolutely fine. I had no problems with it. But the things that have to wait, like Denzel Washington, the ship with all the water in the arena, it's a bit like a comic, isn't it? It's a bit like a comedy.
Yes, I was going to say the bit with the water in the arena, I actually really loved that scene.
That was good.
It was something different, and they actually used to do that. So I was like, okay, this is nice. Yeah.
Yeah, no,
there was some historical things along in this film where I was actually enjoying, like about the twins and about Denzel Washington's character. I've forgotten what his name is, Marcus or something. But there was some historical that guy. But yeah, there was some historical correctness to it, which which I enjoyed. But then obviously the ending negates all history. So
can I oh sorry, I was interrupted actually, but I was going to change the film.
Those are my two big ones that I've seen finally.
Yeah.
Next week I'm going to drag Paddington in Peru.
You didn't
Oh.
like the
I'm
random
joking.
Matt
I've not
Lucas
seen it.
cameo.
I've not seen Paddington Peru yet. That was a joke.
It was. I started. I
anybody-
didn't finish it. It wasn't great. I watched before I went to Disney. I watched the second Avatar film, and talking about sinners needing to be at the cinema for the experience. Oh my God, 3.5 hours. It's really boring. I mean, I imagine it looks amazing in 3D and IMAX,
Right.
but watching it at home, oh my God.
3 hours.
My God.
Can I say this? Can I say something here? Right. If your film, and because this is what happened with the first Avatar and Gravity as well, right? And everyone's like, but did you see it in IMAX 3D? No, if you didn't
Gravity's
see it
good
in
though.
IMAX 3D, it's not going to be good. Then it's not a good film. Because I'll tell you this much: Shawshank Redemption is fucking great on TV. It's also great in the cinema. Jurassic Park, watch it on my telly, great. Watch it on my phone, great. Watch it in the cinema, great. Right? If you have to have IMAX 3D for it to be even bearable, that's a shit film. And I hate the Avatar films. I think they're crap because I think James Cameron is
too
a
long.
better writer. And also, who gives a shit?
Yeah,
Yeah, our planet's dying and we need to be better to it.
we know.
I agree, James. I agree. I agree with you. I agree. Like that is me all the way through Avatar. Is that gif of Ben Affleck going, "I agree." That's me. I was like, I'm on your side, man.
Yeah. Well, there's another one coming. I'm definitely gonna try and watch it in 3D because
To be fair,
it
I've
does
not seen
work.
Avatar 2. I've not seen it because I saw Avatar 1 like 2 years after it come out because everyone was like,
No, they work in the cinema. They do work in 3D. This is the technology. It is the best 3D film. And I
That is a
think
video game to me. That is a theme park
no,
ride in my opinion.
honestly, and I think
So-
I don't know if it links in, but at Disney, all the 3D stuff is amazing. I don't know if they're giving him cash just because the technology and making it better for the parks. But yeah, I'm not going to
I
watch
think
it.
you were just drunk on Disney sugar. I think they put something
Disney.
in your there was something in your water that made you go, wow. I love Disney, man.
So is
But-
Avatar, sorry, I'm very behind on this, but so Avatar is another 3D film, which we all thought 3D films died a nice quick death. But Avatar's trying to resurrect this
No.
terrible thing.
I think they've been making them. He's been making them since the first film, and they rake in the cash. They're like two of the biggest selling films ever because of the 3D and all the formats. And they are good. Like the first film is actually quite good. I watched it at home since I saw it at the cinema. It's a good film. It does look good. I mean, it's not.
It's good CG. I'll give it that.
Yeah,
It is
yeah.
good CG.
The second
But
one though, watched at home
I
was
expect
boring.
more from James Cameron. Like if you make Terminator 2 and you make Titanic and you make Aliens, then cat people having weird tentacle sex ain't doing it for Paulie K.
Wow.
I need a bit more than Sigourney Weaver as a cat.
Broaden your horizons, mate. Broaden your horizons.
Nah, Matt. Maybe.
If a film is only meant to be seen in 3D, then it shouldn't be released on TV, it shouldn't be released on streaming, and it shouldn't be released on Blu-ray and DVD. If the only purpose of this film is to see it in the cinema only, they should make this film limited only to cinemas.
It's not made. It isn't only, but it's like any bad film. They're going to get released, aren't they? It's not.
Yeah,
Some
but
people
the
are going to
thing
enjoy it. I didn't.
Originally, the reason why like when people say like, oh, this film doesn't play well on a TV, it doesn't play well if you're watching at home, it's only meant to be for the cinema, it's better in the cinema, then only release it in cinemas. Don't release it on any other format, so it's not widely available. That might actually draw people to the cinema if they know the only place they're ever going to watch it is at the cinema.
Well, that's like any
And
film
also-
nowadays because every film's been released online, so no one's going to go to cinema.
Thanks, David.
Just so you know. Just
But
adding
you
that
will
in
go
there.
to the cinema to see Weapons.
I might do.
From Friday.
I don't know when yeah. Should
I
we
don't-
move on? Should we move on now?
Yeah.
Kate has brought us down with her negativity.
I've seen one other film that is new. If I can quickly flag it, because there's not much to say about it, but I do want to mention it. I saw Freakier Friday. Lindsay Lohan's back, guys. You missed her. You missed Lindsay Lohan. Remember?
No, she wasn't. She was an Irish Wish on Netflix. What are you talking about?
Now she's back in proper movies with Jamie Lee Curtis, Oscar stealer extraordinaire. That Oscar belonged to Angela Bassett, and you know it, Jamie. You know it. But Freakier Friday it's literally the same setup as the first film, only this time they don't just swap with each other, they swap with Lindsay Lohan's daughter and Lindsay Lohan's soon-to-be stepdaughter. So there's a bit of a switcheroo. So Lindsay Lohan becomes her daughter becomes Lindsay Lohan, Jamie Lee Curtis becomes the British stepdaughter, the British stepdaughter becomes Jamie Lee Curtis. So there's lots of oh, my back, is this how old people are meant to feel, and stuff like that. But I will say there's some really good news about this film. Chad Michael Murray is still so hot. Good gravy, that man has aged like the finest of wine. But yeah, I just wanted to flag that just to say, Chad Michael Murray, you're still fit. Good for you.
I'd just like to flag that when Paul said that, both me and David did nothing.
I was like, I can't.
You two are not One Tree Hill troopers.
No,
you weren't on the One Tree Hill bandwagon like I was back in the day.
Absolutely not. I watched the pilot and was like, "This is shit. I'm leaving."
Oh no, it's shit. But that's what's great about it. But no, Freakier Friday is, I mean, you know,
blank faces.
If you want to take your kid to the cinema to see something, David, if you want to take the older one and you don't want to see Smurfs,
I'm gonna have
Freakier
to.
Friday. No, go see Freakier Friday. It's good, 90 minutes.
Is that for kids? Is that really for kids?
Like a PG.
I mean, kids under 10.
So when did the first Freakier Friday come out? 2003. So I was 9, and I saw that in the cinema. And there's that great bit in the first film when Jamie Lee Curtis shreds the shit out of that guitar. There's a really good guitar solo.
I wasn't on the Freaky Friday bandwagon because I don't know why.
I'm just glad Lindsay Lohan's back, okay? I've missed her. She's great. I'm glad she's okay. Welcome back to movies, babe.
Yeah, I'm happy about that. Like, good for her, but I wish she'd do something else that wasn't this and Irish Wish.
You got to build it back up, though. You got to be like, right, let's get some box office under my belt again to show that I'm not poison, and then I can do the new stuff. Do Mean Girls 2. Do Parent Trap.
Yeah, I was going to say at the end of Parent Trap 2. At the end of Parent Trap 2, one of them didn't die, did they? Because she could just easily play one and be like, "Oh, it's sad." Imagine if they did a sequel, one of the twins has died, so they don't need to bother with the CGI. She could just be like,
just to remind you, for Parent Trap 2, Natasha Richardson has unfortunately passed away several years ago. It's very sad. So I think Parent Trap 2 is definitely off the table.
That reminds me, there is a Parent Trap reunion in Freakier Friday. Lindsay Lohan is like a record executive
with a mirror,
and one of her people like that she works with is the evil stepmom from Parent Trap. She's in it. She's in like 2 scenes, and I was like,
amazing.
I was the DiCaprio gif. I was like,
yeah.
Mini reunion.
Okay, I'm here for that. That sounds amazing because actually the woman who played, so the actress who played the potential stepmother in Parent Trap, and the woman who played like the housekeeper for Dennis Quaid, they're actually best friends in real life. And there's so much like of them like hanging out online, but they've been friends for decades. It's really wholesome. Just thought I'd throw that in.
I like that.
I am going to be looking through all of Lindsay Lohan's films to see if there's any time she looks in the mirror, just to be like, Parent Trap, Parent Trap.
When you said about the twin dying thing, I thought you were referencing the conspiracy theory that Lindsay Lohan had a twin.
Oh, no.
Have you heard this conspiracy theory?
No.
There's a conspiracy theory that Lindsay Lohan originally had a twin. So it wasn't just Lindsay Lohan in The Parent Trap. It's Lindsay Lohan and her sister, whatever, Cordelia or whatever. And before the film's release, I can't remember what the name was, but before the film's release, apparently the twin died. So they were like, just say Lindsay Lohan played both roles. And people go, and that's why she's an alcoholic. It's like,
this sounds believable.
Oh my God.
I guess you
Others-
also believe that Avril Lavigne died in 2004, and since then it's been a robot.
Oh my
No,
God.
I just think she's a ghost.
Do you know what? Actually, there should be a separate reunion for anybody who's ever had to play twins in a film.
How?
So Michael B. Jordan, Danny DeVito, and Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah.
Lindsay Lohan. Who else? Jeremy Irons.
Army Hammer.
Army Hammer. Sam Rockwell.
Does he
does
play
that count as
twins or
twins?
oh, don't?
He
Does
doesn't
Moon
get
count?
it doesn't,
Multiple.
but he's not playing
Tom Hardy.
twins.
Tom Hardy.
Tom Hardy, yeah.
Who else has done the two twin thing? Rachel Weisz in Dead Ringers also.
Everyone who's done the twin thing has done twins.
Bruce, Zoe Kazan. Yeah.
No, not everyone who's played twins has done the twin thing. What about Cole and Dylan Sprouse? They are twins.
They are real twins.
Conspiracy theory, there's only one.
Wait, doesn't
The other
Scarlett
one
Johansson?
died.
Scarlett Johansson has a twin brother.
Not famous.
Really?
Doesn't matter. She's still got a twin brother.
Olsen twins.
Olsen twins. There we go.
Yeah.
I bet
can't
they're
think
in
of
a
Oh,
film with Lindsay Lohan
The
somewhere.
Treadway twins, Luke and Harry. Is it Luke and
Have
Harry
they played
Treadway?
twins?
Yes, in Brothers of the Head, but they played conjoined twins.
Okay. Ooh, conjoined.
But yeah, they're in stuff separately.
Jackie Chan
most of the time.
in whatever that Jackie Chan film was where he was twins
Twins.
and twins.
But yeah, there should be a convention for
Jonah
everyone.
Hill and Channing Tatum when they said they were twins in
That
22
doesn't
Jump
count. That
Street.
does not count.
If you
But-
two want to go off after this and just write a list of twins, and I could just do a separate recording, and you can just read out twins.
We're
We
going
can-
to do a
Sorry,
twins
Separate
podcast.
episode.
Calling
Separate
all
episode.
Twins.
Twins list.
It's a twin special.
But yeah, so at the end of this, it was Paul saying, "Freakier Friday. Take your 6-year-old to see it."
Yeah,
Hey,
good review.
perfectly good fare. Enjoyable. 3 stars.
Maybe I'll get her to watch the first one on Disney Plus.
It's on Disney Plus.
Disney
I'm sure you got a
Plus.
free
That's one thing I was a bit annoyed with actually. In the hotel, Disney hotel as well, you log at the telly and it's like Disney Plus. So I'm thinking, free Disney Plus. No, you got to log in with your own account still. That's cheeky, isn't it?
What you can't see is every time he mentions Disney, a man in a Mickey Mouse mask comes in and gives him a big bag of cash. Oh, here's your money. Oh.
I wish.
Oh my god. The
I'm
most
gonna-
unhinged. Oh,
If I will say, if I go back within the next 5 years, I've definitely been paid to go. So
if you're being paid to go, can you please bring your co-hosts with you, because we also want to go to Disney World.
Live from Disneyland, Florida, it's the Filmhound Show with and a man in a giant Frollo foam head. I'm sweating battery acid. I get paid minimum wage. I was once in Fringe Theatre. Now I'm dead.
Oh.
there was one point, I don't want to go on about it, but there was one point,
Yes, you do.
but I was the hottest because it's so hot there. I was in a queue with my 2 daughters on my own to see Winnie and Tigger to get pictures and autographs and everything. And they had to keep like every 10 minutes had to be like, they're just gonna go away, like, because they're obviously gonna die in their suits.
Oh my
Lift
god.
the head off so that all the sweat can pour out.
No, I think they've probably got people like
Hose down.
Yeah,
they've got people taking it in turns. There's got to be like doing it in shifts because
Those
It's
costumes
unbearable.
are gonna reak by the end of the day.
Yeah.
I didn't have a costume on. At that point, I was like, I'm gonna die in the sun.
that's very wholesome though. Taking them to see Winnie and Tigger.
That does remind me. Have you ever seen the film The Guard with Brendan Gleeson
I think so.
and Don Cheadle? There's a really funny bit in it where Don Cheadle says to him, because he's an Irish cop, he goes, "Have you ever been to America?" And he goes, "I went to Disneyland. Got me picture with Goofy. He's my favorite."
Love it.
Did you go with a wife or girlfriend? No, just by myself. It's a great gas.
Funny you should say that though, Paul, because like there's one in my hotel in the lobby. There was one point I was just with my wife and I snuck off because I saw Goofy. So I got I got one picture on my own with one character and it was Goofy by coincidence.
He's the
What is it with
fairest.
guys and Goofy? Because I was going to say, my boyfriend loves Goofy as well. Like,
Well, yeah, look
what
at
is
her.
it about
We're,
Goofy?
we're talking to her.
Because he is a good and loving single dad, okay? And it is a positive role model for the dads of the world. That even if you are a single dad and you're a little bit of a tit, guess what? You can still rock out with not Michael Jackson at the Powerline concert.
Okay,
Man, I love a Goofy.
that makes sense.
Goofy, he's a good single dad, isn't he? He's a good single dad. And there's not a lot of that in the media of like a single dad doing his best. But Goofy,
I always forget that. I always forget that he's got a kid because I never watched the Goofy movie.
It's making
because
a
also
comeback.
what it means is Goofy fucks. There you
He
go.
fucked someone and they abandoned him.
Yep. They died. They died. I think the implication is that Max's mum is dead.
Never confirmed.
That's sad.
I'll have to go back and rewatch Goof Troop because I don't really remember.
Did you have anything you wanted to talk about? That was you did your Sinners.
Yeah, did my shitting on films that people liked bit. Yes, I'll have more. I will always have more.
Welcome to Katie's Slag Off the Classics.
No.
Saying that, I was looking at my letterbox actually, and I was looking at all the films I'd given like 5 stars to recently, or 4 stars, and it was like Sunset Boulevard, Howl's Moving Castle, and Whisper of the Heart, and then the more recent film. Actually, no, wait. I should point out I gave 4 stars, or 4 stars to Lost in Space. Review is pending, but
Lost in 4 stars to Lost in Space.
Yes.
Okay.
I wait for the review. And then I was looking at the more recent things like Sinners, 3 stars. The Gladiator 2, 2 stars. It's like, I think the old films are better.
That's your opinion.
Sunset Boulevard is a classic and is amazing. Yeah. It's influenced many a film and many a scene. So.
I wanted to watch it. I have seen it, but I watched it on a plane, and I don't feel that's the right way to watch classics.
No, you watch Freakier Friday on a plane. Yeah. You watch Sunset Boulevard at least on a nice big TV or projector, if you can't see it in the cinema, which you know. So, David, is it true that we have a new magazine coming out?
There is a new magazine coming out. When I've escaped my Disney bubble, I was very quickly finalized everyone's hard work putting it all together, and it has been sent to print. Probably should start promoting it tomorrow. I don't know when this podcast is going to come out, so maybe let's say yesterday. So look on social media, see the cover. The cover star this time is Dakota Johnson. Woohoo! And let's happy about that.
To say, I've already read it, and every single page is just David talking about Disneyland.
I should have
cut everything else, and then it's just Dakota Johnson on the cover, but it's misleading.
But she's wearing a pair of Mickey Mouses.
I'm sorry, but my articles about Disney are going on my Disney blog now, not in the magazine.
Disney blog. There we go.
DDD. David does Disney.
That was a good idea, actually. Thank you. I wish she was around when I came up with the name Filmhounds, because we could have had a much better name. If
I thought Filmhounds was like a spin-off of, because it was Vulture Hound.
Well, yeah,
Vulture
exactly.
Did all kinds of things.
No sense.
Which makes no sense.
Vultures and hounds are 2 separate things.
Pretty cool, though. Pretty cool.
But it's sort of like News Hound, and then their Vulture, Culture Vulture. I thought it was a play on that.
Yeah, probably was. A long
time
ago.
Just go with that.
Did you say News Round?
News Hound.
If we said News Round.
Yes, like News Round.
And also, just for future reference, it's Filmhounds. It's not Filmhound.
With a Z.
Press people. With a Z. A Avengers with a Z. A litigious man. No, because have you not seen how many posters we get quoted on? Because we get quoted a lot because we're cool. But they put Filmhound. It's like, it's just the one hound, actually.
print magazine's coming out soon. We will be,
Soon.
plaguing you with reminders to say you can order it now.
Can we tease what's in it? Can we tease what sort of fun things we got in it?
Yeah.
What can we expect from the next issue?
You can, Paul. Go ahead.
We've got we have got the top 10 movie monsters.
Did you read it, Paul? But you didn't proof it though.
I skimmed it.
That is disgusting behavior. That's all right.
I was going to on my phone. Yeah.
I was going to write some notes, but then I'll be honest with you, by the time I went to actually write the notes, most of them had been rectified because I read it because you post it at like fucking 10 o'clock. So I read it and then I'm like, oh, I'll do this in the morning. And then by that point, Gavin the vulture swoops in and goes, and then it's all perfect.
Yeah, he's on it. He's very much on it. But he's the editor-in-chief, so I'm not surprised. I was going to say, I didn't get to read it until like a day later because, yes, you posted it at like 11.
It's his first issue. It's his first issue.
And good for him. But it's Gavin's first issue as editor-in-chief. Katie and Becky repping the ladies of the world as co-chair, author, deputy women.
Yeah, and dig yourself a hole there. Yep.
They're doing their thing. And, we've got like I said, we've got the top 10 movie monsters of all time.
We also have...
be?
Yes.
We don't know. Where will Jurassic Park monster be? We don't know. Where will King Kong be? We don't know. You got to read it to find out what number one is.
There is more than that in the magazine. There's plenty of interviews and features. That's very exciting stuff.
But, horror, Mike Flanagan stuff, Dakota Johnson stuff.
Splitsville
at the back.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've been looking at it for so long, and it's just become at this point it's just pictures and text that blurs into one. So.
But that's fine. We'll be the ones to hype it. My voice is probably not expressing how hyped I am.
we've got 700 plugs for Disney World, guys.
I know. I think we said that way too many times. Yeah. But yeah, we've got lots of horror stuff in there. There's dangerous animals, interviews. There's weapons preview stuff. There's, as I said, there's the Splitsville interview or cast interviews. Not just is it just with Dakota Johnson? But no, it's not. I think we've got more than that. And we do have the top 10 as we always do. And we have our staple quiz. Fun stuff. It's all fun film things.
And it's a nice little size as well. It's a nice little size. It's not too big. It's not A4.
Shove it in your back pocket.
It fits in your coat pocket. It fits in your bag. It fits in a stocking at Christmas. It looks great on a mantelpiece. It's great to hand to your friends and say, hey, you read this Filmhounds magazine? You can't have mine. You got to buy your own. www.filmhounds.co.uk.
www. Do you sell Do you sell stuff on TikTok, Paul? Have you seen those people that sell like toilet paper on TikTok?
Oh, that's what you can do. You can be our TikTok star and sell a magazine on that.
I don't sell stuff on TikTok. I do my film reviews on TikTok where I yawn about 30 times per review, and I start every review with "so." I did one. Funny enough, the other day for weapons.
You just going.
There's like a minute of me just full open mouth going, yeah. And what I really appreciated was the mise en scène.
That was a one take wonder.
Because I get back and I get back late because these screenings always end at like 9 o'clock. So I get back at like 10:30.
Oh my God. Just do it the next 10.
Yeah.
Flash in the pan, man. Flash in the pan, man. There's a couple. There's one review. I can't remember what it's for, but I sneeze like 30 times in a row.
God.
I'm like going like oh blah blah blah, The Crow, blah blah blah.
You're not taking it seriously. You're not taking www.tiktok.com seriously.
It's http / www.
Paul loves film.
I might start writing the yawns into my Filmhounds review. I'll be like, so Freakier Friday, blah blah blah. Asterisk. Yawn, asterisk. Jamie Lee Curtis.
That's going to be very misleading if you give it like a really good rating. It's like there's a yawn in the middle of the edit.
We're just talking about yawning.
We
sorry,
say
right,
you
yes.
say yawn as many times, like
No.
times. What is yawn?
The Candyman for tired people.
Do you do the ones where your head's floating and there's the poster behind you, or do you
Yeah.
sit in front of Blu-ray discs? Like, there's a choice. You got to choose that if you're a film reviewer.
I'm a poster guy. I want
Or-
you to, so you know what the film is, because then you go, oh, it's weapons.
Are you not on your bed
Floating heads,
or sitting on your bed in your bedroom? That's what a lot of people do now as well. Those are the only options when you're reviewing films if you're on TikTok.
No, because
or
I'm not
Instagram.
about to do a ukulele cover of Over the Rainbow. I'm not on my bed. I'm in a chair, an armchair, like a man, like a grown adult man.
Come with me as I review weapons on my bed with my Blu-rays behind me.
And my ukulele. Somewhere over. Oh, God. YouTube.
And on that note, everyone,
come with me.
Buy the magazine.
don't come with me anywhere.
Can we start every podcast with "Come with us" as we walk through the films we've seen?
But don't follow me. Thanks for joining us on this latest episode. And remember, we are in print, online, and in your ears. And as we mentioned earlier on in the episode, we'll be sending out our usual pleas for order now on our latest print issue. But until then, we won't see you, but you'll hear us in the next episode. Goodbye.
Katie, can you be professional, please? Filmhounds Club.